Today's guest on Dad's World is my good friend and creative powerhouse, Jason Hales. Jason and I first met when I actually hired him to be my wedding photographer over a decade ago. And ever since, our friendship has been built on a shared love of creativity and storytelling. He's a dad to two amazing girls, Rowan and Maris. And as a self-taught photographer and video director, he's also one of the most creatively instinctual people I've ever known. Jason's story is one of risk-taking and building something meaningful alongside his wife, Natalie. Together, he and Natalie run Hales Photo and Wild Dingo Studio out of their home in North Atlanta. And in our conversation, we unpacked what it looks like to blend marriage, parenting, and business together under one roof. More than the logos and the big names, Jason's creative vision and relentless pursuit of excellence has shaped the way I think about storytelling in my own life. Like all Dad's World conversations, if you gain something out of it, be sure to drop a like, a comment, or subscribe to hear more stories from Calico Sonder. With that being said, sit back, relax, and enjoy this episode of Dad's World featuring my good friend and creative contemporary, Jason Hales. Welcome. Let's do a little handshake. Oh, yeah. Okay, we'll add applause and hang on. Let's go for the cameras. Welcome to Dad's World. You're here at a very special time because at the time of recording, we launched this puppy yesterday.
Congratulations.
Thank you. This is my shameless plug to my own podcast.
Podcast was born.
Yes, yeah. This podcast is sponsored by Dad's World Podcast. It's basically coming out of my own bank account. I want to hear the elevator pitch for Jason Hales, the person.
I don't think I was really prepared for that.
Well, you knew about this 48 hours in advance, so you should have thought about your whole life.
Very specific question that
you should have thought of this beforehand. And I'm disappointed. I thought you were more professional than that.
All right, let's try. Pull it together here.
What's your thing?
All right, so I've had a unique experience in life. My goal at some point became I wanted to do what I loved with who I loved for what I loved. So I became very intentional. And that has so far been going pretty well for me. Now my wife and I run businesses together. We get to take pictures and make videos for some cool brands and do some cool projects, but we get to work together.
Yeah.
And we get to hire other fun people to hang out with and work together too. And we raise kids together like we do.
And you work out of the home?
We work out of our house.
You have two daughters. Two daughters, Rowan and Maris.
That's right.
Rowan's a great name.
Great name.
Maris is also a great name.
Rowan was not nearly as popular when we named her that. And now it's way more popular.
I know two people
Maris,
who have, but you were OG with Rowan. You really were.
But Maris is still pretty unique.
We wonder about that. We do wonder if Maisie's going to get that treatment. My wife was the same way. 1990, I went back and looked at this. There's a website where you can track popularity and names.
You got to look at that stuff when you're having a kid.
In 1991, 1992, Chelsea spiked because of Bill Clinton. Mm-hmm. There you go. Look at you. You're so smart.
Oh, I was right in my prime time. I might have voted in that election.
Yeah. Don't date yourself too much. We've known each other for such a long time.
That's crazy.
And when we met, I remember at one point you worked for Auto Trader.
I did like recruiting and like advertising sales. So careerbuilder.com was kind of my previous life.
Okay.
That was one of my favorite gigs.
Yeah. Okay. So you did that.
So I did sales for years.
Yeah.
Like that was like, I went to school, I got a business degree, I did sales, and that was fine. Yeah. That was cool. I got some good experience. I made some money. I made some cool connections.
You learned a lot about yourself.
I learned some business. I learned how to sell.
Yeah.
And then I got the hell out of it as fast as I could.
Yeah. Because you knew at that time.
Like I had always known that I wanted to own my own business and do my own thing. I just never knew what it was. And I always loved doing photography, but I knew that you couldn't really make a living doing that.
When did you make that discovery?
Natalie told me.
Shout out to Natalie, Nat Attack. She's great, man.
That's the smartest move I've ever made.
I think that you and I both can say that we definitely hit a home run in that department.
For sure.
It's great to have someone like that on your side too, right?
Yeah.
You can say, I encourage you to go after the thing that you're going to go after.
Absolutely.
How important is that within your, how often do you actually think about that within your marriage?
My goal is I hope that she gives me a shout out one day when she's winning an award on stage for like whatever she produced, some huge thing. And I want to get it. That's my goal. Something like that.
I've thought about that. About like if I'm in this hypothetical world, my wife is winning an Oscar or a Nobel Prize or some kind of opportunity where she gets to thank her ride or die.
That's all I want. Just a little footnote.
What if she forgot?
Gosh.
Man, I always feel for those people that they forget. How terrible. It's like the pinnacle of your life. And you're like, I want to thank my manager. I want to thank my agent.
All the fans.
I want to thank you guys. This could not have happened without you. I want to thank my dog.
I love my kids. I love the kids.
This guy right here is a huge part of my creative journey. I just want to say that on the record. Man, I've really, really admired you.
Same to you, though.
Let's compliment each other. This is going to be...
You've had my back and I'll pat yours. I love this. I'm built for this kind of thing.
Let's go.
I think the first time that I was on a film set, on a TV set, was yours.
Thank you.
The first director I ever saw in action.
And you said, I could do this because now what I see you do, I'm like, holy crud, this guy, you're crushing it, man. Like you're one of those guys that I've gotten to see. I'm so honored to have seen it from the start. And it's a huge part. It's a huge part of me feeling like, well, Jason can do it.
This idiot can do it.
I mean, I can do it. Jason's a fucking idiot.
Agreed.
No, not at all. I'm very interested to hear about your creative journey where you're like, I think I've got a pretty good eye for photography. Is that something that like you've had since you were a kid?
I had always played with the camera. I like the technical side of the camera. It was just an interesting toy, mechanical toy. But then like I did a project. I have aunts and uncles and family, so many people. And I had so many Christmas presents to buy one year that I wanted to take, like I had this idea to take pictures of things that looked like letters. You've seen them a billion times now. Back then it had not been done, or I had not seen it done before.
We're talking about a pioneer here, people. A pioneer in the Pinterest world.
This is fire on Pinterest. Yeah. So I was just cheap and I was trying to take pictures of different things that looked like letters so I could spell out my family name and print that out and give it to them as gifts. And I borrowed a friend's camera and I was like, well, this is kind of fun. And this is kind of an artsy project. And then the next year I wanted to do more Christmas presents. And then I was like, well, I can make art for my house. And then I don't know. It was just a fun little thing.
And you got into the wedding world for a while?
Yeah. Heavy. We started in like, whoever would pay us.
Yeah.
Families, kids, whatever. And then got heavy into weddings. Weddings got me out of corporate America.
Do you still create things as gifts for people?
No.
Really?
Not really.
You're wealthy now, so.
So now I can, that's what it is.
Yeah, that's what it is. It's all of your wealth.
Just buy it, yep.
You just say, I can buy your love.
I can rub some money on that and make it go away.
How we really bonded was I sent you an email or text and I said, hey, I know that because you had this special.
This was not a special that we offered to everyone. This was a very targeted special. Let's be clear about this special.
But it also could lead to some really cool friendships.
Exactly.
I used to work for an airline. That is no longer in existence. It's called ExpressJet Airlines. I worked in their video department doing marketing videos and ads and things like that. Part of the perks one of the greatest jobs to have when you're in your 20s is working for an airline.
Yeah.
And because I got to fly for free and we went everywhere. My wife and I, we went all over the place. You know, we started going on these adventures and you were running this special on if you booked a wedding with us and you booked a full package, you got an engagement shoot for free. And it was like an afternoon of your time. And I remember you saying that you were wanting to do more like, let's not go to the Marietta Square and go on the train tracks, or let's not go to a field.
Let's do something different.
I said, listen, Jason, my man, you seem like a cool enough guy. What do you think about going to the airport with us and flying standby to San Francisco and spending the whole day in San Francisco and then coming home on the red eye?
It was awesome.
We'll put these on the screen. Look at these shots. We did all of this in one day.
Even just like on like the travel process, like in the airport,
like,
on the
let's
flight.
Get some shots.
Just like document the whole thing.
Just document it.
That was cool.
Thanks for being my storyteller.
My pleasure.
And trust it to no one else. So let's talk about you and Natalie's love story.
All right.
So Natalie, who we talked about earlier, what a great person. She's
amazing.
Great.
She is.
How did y'all meet?
So lucky to be with me. We met, this was back when my corporate job, a buddy and I had been out playing golf. We went to Buffalo Wild Wing or something like that.
Okay.
His girlfriend was coming to meet him and her friend was coming along and he was like, oh, she tall, hot blonde. You should meet her. And I was like, sounds right. She pulls up in an Audi TT convertible and I was like, oh yeah. I tried to talk to her. Nothing. We ended up like going on vacation together, like as a group of friends. Like what? I was single, she was single. There was like 5 other couples. Our friends get engaged. We take pictures of it. Like this is, and then,
he's just a friend.
I tried so hard to kiss her to get any attention from her, and she's none of it.
Wow.
She finally agreed to go on a date with me. She had a terrible time.
What did y'all do?
Like we went out to dinner at Asteria in Highlands, and then we met up with friends afterwards, and it was very boring. She hated it. So then we go out.
Well,
so
Rick,
like
you had all these chances to think of what you would do.
No, just phoned it in. So then fast forward, we had gone out with friends, and her best friend was like, "Oh, she's into you now," and I was like, "Whatever, dude. We've been on a date. I'm over it. I want nothing to do with it." And then we kissed later that night. That was all she needed to know is that I was not interested in her.
Isn't that so funny? You had to shut the door for her to be like, wait a minute. Exactly. I want to see.
Wait, I can't have that? Now I want it.
You guys dated for how long before you got married?
4 years before we got married. 3 of it we dated. Took a break in the middle. It's a good solid year.
Wow.
It was a good year.
You guys reconnected how?
Because I didn't feel like I gave her a fair shot. I really during that year, I think I grew a lot and grew up a lot and I needed that. I called her to just be like, hey, I'm sorry that I wasn't into it, that I wasn't there, that at that time I didn't want to be married. And then at this point I was like, okay, I could see myself being married one day. I know it's not going to be to her, but I know that's what she was looking for. And I'm sorry that I wasn't ready for that. She called me back and then we talked and then we talked again. And then 6 months later we were engaged. And then 6 months after that we were married.
Wow.
And that was 10 and a half years ago.
You were how old when you became a dad?
36.
You were no young pup when you became a dad.
It takes work. It's a lot more work than I thought. But I want to look when my kids are in their late, I don't care, in their 20s or whenever they're at their peak of their health, I hope that I can still outrun them. I want to be the dad that can kick their boyfriend's ass for as long as I can. I won't need to because they'll be able to handle that, but I want them to be scared of me for as long as possible. So and I want to be able to get, I'm an old dad. I feel like I want to get down on the floor with my kid. I don't want to use age as an excuse ever. So I put a lot of work in to not feeling like an old man. We have a trainer that comes to our house twice a week and we work out in the garage and we throw weights around. Natalie and I work out together and it's awesome. And we've been doing it for 5 years.
5 years.
5 years. Same trainer twice a week.
What just like a simple switch that you can make to be like, what if we just built this into our budget?
Changed our life.
Wow.
So, and my goal with that the whole time is I don't want to feel like an old man. Like I don't want to get big. I don't want to run marathons. I don't want to feel like an old man. That's all.
Wow.
Keep me mobile as long as possible.
Yeah. What has it been like as like in so many ways, like a family, it's a family owned business, but a family run business, meaning you're running the business out of your house.
Yeah.
What's that like?
It's crazy, but I love it. Like it lets me do what I want and be around who I love. So like when my kids are out of school and we're working from home, like I've got an office, Natalie's office is right next to mine. We've got doors that we can close and not be near each other, but we're right beside each other. And then most of the time, my mom keeps our kids when they're out of school. So like if we're working, she'll go pick them up from school, bring them to our house and hang out with them. So then I'm hanging out there with Natalie, with our kids, with my mom. So like my mom's watching the kids. Like we're not hanging out with them the whole time, but like when we take breaks, when we go get a coffee, we can see the kids and hang. Yeah. Like it's just those little moments that
give your mom opportunities to hang out with
my mom, and my mom hangs out with us. Like it's a whole everybody. I don't know. It's a beautiful little thing. It's a unique situation, but I love the little setup.
So I've got Maisie at 2. Okay. Maisie's just starting to form these words. She's just starting to kind of put things together, crossing over so many thresholds every single day. Do you remember those days? And if so, talk about everything from there to now, right now.
Chronologically.
Yes. We have 5 minutes.
No, like, I don't know. I don't remember all the specifics now. Like, especially after the second, it's like everything kind of blurs. Like you remember the big moments and you remember the like certain specific instances, but I remember so much through the photos that I have too. Like I've got them on my computer. And so like, it's like, I've got my 3 monitors up and then it's got a display of, I don't know, 20 or so photos on each monitor and they're just always changing. And I mean like that, literally that stuff plays all day long. That's and like, awesome. When I get to my desk, I'll sit there and look at it, or like when I'm doing something, get distracted and it pops up, then I watch it again. Like and Natalie's is the same way. So we'll sit there and watch or our kids will just come into our offices sometimes and be sitting there watching the screensavers just to like, watch out. Oh, look at this. Look at that. And it's a fun little.
That's awesome. I wonder about that too. Cause like it's our screensaver on our Apple TV. Ooh. So it just goes through and it's like, I think it's at like 1,200 photos at this point. So it could be anything from like, I know. He's like, strap in. To hear an 8-year-old talking about her life in that way. Just think about how that imprints on her end and like, what memories she'll be able to draw from that, being like, I may not remember that exact moment when it happened, but I remember seeing photos of it when I could
remind you. Right. Exactly.
And that's the memory.
Yep.
Yeah.
And a lot of times I think that that's what you remember is the photo of the thing is a lot of what
drives the visual in your mind.
Yep.
Yeah. At least for our generation. Because Dad and I, we had a conversation like, he doesn't have as many photos of his childhood because it wasn't as well documented. Yeah. It was a lot harder to document things in visual form. A lot more expensive. How much do you feel like do you feel like you've done a good job of documenting your life?
No, I've done a good job of taking the pictures. I don't do a good job of doing any finished product. So like I've got everything archived really nicely and is in some form of editing.
Yeah.
And it's just like, I never get caught up. I never am where I want to be with it.
How much of the creative side do you see coming out in your girls?
It's interesting to see. Like, it's like they're now starting to start finding their things. So like, I mean, there's always some kind of art project going on. Always something. Whether like there's, I don't know, snippets of, I don't even know what they make most of the time. They're always making us gifts out of something like we were making, let's see, She's made dinosaurs recently. My daughter's into science now.
Wow.
But like we were playing with pulleys yesterday because she wants to learn more about pulleys. So I got some pulleys on Amazon and then we hooked stuff up and made pulley things.
What, just like ropes,
pulleys, and we were just lifting heavy things and watching what stuff. They were both so into it.
That's so cool, man. There was this place when I was a kid called Zany Brainy.
Ooh.
It was like a sciencey type store, you know, go in and you could buy just like hobby type stuff. You know, you're not going to find action figures there. It's not, wasn't KB Toys.
Nope. They've got one of those already.
Wasn't Toys R Us.
Nope.
But that's what Toys R Us was for.
Yeah.
Zany Brainy.
Get your brain working.
Get the brain working. So they're into that stuff right now?
I don't know. That was just like, that's what was yesterday.
Okay, let's talk about
completely different.
You were talking about potentially getting a landline. Why?
Gosh. All right. So our oldest daughter has, like, she's got best friends at school now, like her bestie. And then they've got like this little crew that is tight. And like, they are so cute together. Like they have so much fun. Like it's really fun to see like her
good
just
kids.
they're all really good kids. And they've all got cool parents. Like it's so good. We're like, yes. So now she's to the point where she wants to talk. Like now that like at school, they only get so much time to talk. And she wants to, she's growing socially now. So she wants to talk to her friends on the phone, but she wants one of our phones, or she wants to be able to use her iPad to talk on it. And we're like, we don't want all that access. There's too much bad shit out there.
She's like right at the gate.
Oh, shit.
And she's like, I want to go through that gate.
And we're just going to kick that gate as far away as long as possible. So she wants stuff. So we're like, we want to give her access to talk to her friends, but what's an easy way to do that? And we can maybe we put a landline in, get her an old school phone. She can call her friends. She doesn't have the internet on it.
You got to get it with a cord, so she has to go all through the house.
No, that's it.
Hang on. Get just a really long phone cord.
Get another one so her sister can pick up and be like, are you done yet?
Mom!
Like, yeah, we're going to try to relive all that.
I honestly love that idea of saying maybe the landline's for you. Maybe. We talked about wanting to talk about this because you wanted to have a platform to talk about this. Something that's very near and dear to your heart. Vasectomies.
Highly recommend it.
Do you?
Absolutely.
Okay.
The benefits far outweigh the cost.
Yeah.
If you know what I mean.
I do know what you mean.
So I went to the doctor. This is literally, I'm having the procedure done. The doctor's talking to me, like trying to make me feel comfortable. Like he's already working on me. He's in there. And he's talking to me at the same time to make me feel comfortable, bedside manner or whatever. Yes. So he's got jokes.
He's a charmer.
Yeah, he was trying. And he was like, all right, what's the last thing that you want to hear? What's the vasectomy doctor called?
The vasectomologist.
No, that's urologist. He was like, all right, what's the last thing you want to hear your urologist say while you're under the knife? It's like, I don't know. He's like, shit. I was like, literally not like 2 minutes later, he was like, oh shit. And then the nurse starts moving around. And then he's like, grab this, take this, blah, 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 blah. And I'm like, you've got to be kidding me. This better be the last fucking time you use that joke.
Yeah, you're waiting for him to be like,
I could tell that it was not one of those times. I don't know what went wrong. He got it under control, supposedly, and got everything, whatever, buttoned up. But afterwards, I was in a lot of pain. And they did not give me pain medicine. So like, they don't give you pain medicine openly anymore. So like a day, he's like, just put some ice on it, take some Advil. A day later, I'm like, I can hardly walk, dude.
You're like, it hurts.
This is not
it hurts bad.
He's like, all right, well, if it's still like that tomorrow, then I'll call something in for you. I was like,
tomorrow? I have to make it through another night?
Like, and then you have to come to the hospital to get it. I was like, what? All this crap. So like finally, so my advice is don't leave without getting pain medicine. That's horseshit. You're going to be in pain.
Make sure that the doctor doesn't say, oh shit.
Tip number 2.
Tip number 2, you're living proof that joke,
it's
while
not funny.
also very, I was going to say funny.
It's not.
I was just going to give him the benefit of the doubt, but maybe with a better delivery.
And everybody else, it was like, oh, it was easy. I had no problem. I was like, did they give you pain medicine? They were like, yeah. I was like, well, no wonder.
Well, I was going to ask for your vasectomologist's recommendation, but nah.
I like it too much to give him.
Oof, yikes.
Yeah.
You're 5 years into being a dad of 2.
Yeah.
I don't know if I know anyone that's that far into the race.
Look, our goal is to raise strong, independent women.
Yes.
But they are strong and independent. Let me tell you. And that is a double-edged sword, as you can imagine.
What are the biggest distinctions between your 2 girls?
One is the steadfast, calm and collected, like her mother. Mm. And the other is fire and ice, like her father. So it's fun to see that interact each other. I've never seen you do that
fire and ice. I've only seen you calm and cool.
I keep it. No, that's where I keep it.
That's your public.
That's how I keep it.
Yeah. So you keep it in public. Behind closed doors, it's... Or is it more
or at least
like...
It's,
do
you
keep it even keel
to Natalie,
on the...
it's fire and ice, but it's not that.
Yeah. I know that I have a job within the house. I've got things I got to do around the house. I got responsibilities.
Yeah.
You know, do you like being that person? Yeah.
Give me more.
Really?
Yeah.
Give me more lights to install.
No, not that. Give me more responsibilities, with the kids.
Oh, okay. So
I want to do more.
You like being dad.
Like the dad said. Natalie used to take the kids to school every day. And so now I'm taking at least one kid to school every day, if not both of them.
Nice.
And
the other one you just leave at home.
Natalie takes her.
Okay. Yeah. It's like a little, you get some time with both.
Yep.
Get to separate them.
Yep.
If they're fighting. They go to the same school?
Not yet. Next year they'll go to the same school.
Next year. Take the bus?
Nope. Drive.
Car rider.
Yeah.
Car riders were cool, man. Were you a car rider?
Yeah, because I went to private elementary school.
Oh, okay. Yeah. Okay.
Yeah.
Are you going public or private?
The kids?
Yeah.
Private.
My man.
We'll see. So far, so good.
That's great, man.
It started with COVID.
Yeah.
We were we work for ourselves. We can't just call in and stay at home if the school shuts down or the class can't go in, whatever. We had talked about public school. Or going back and forth. The reason we bought our house was because of the public school there.
Yeah.
And then we were like, this is a good alternative right now. And we love it. She loves it.
All right. Last question. Let's assume, this is when I record these, I try to do it from a perspective of if your kids were watching this 20, 30 years from now, what do you want your kids to know about you during this time?
It's so tricky being a parent. I love them so much and have so much fun with them. And it's hard being a dad sometimes when it means those times aren't fun. So it's I want them to know that even if I'm grumpy or if they're in trouble or whatever it is, I'm still having a freaking blast. This is the best time of my life. These are my favorite years, hands down, because they're in it. That's what I want them to know, that we are busy and we've got a lot of life going on and we're having a lot of fun. And I just want them to know that I don't want to be doing anything else. I'm doing it with them. This is it.
So it allows you to be present, continue that intentionality that you talked about earlier, right?
Yeah.
Because I think that is something that I think about when I think about you. It's intentionality. You're such an intentional person, and the things that you've grown, it's almost like you're a future version of yourself that's had an opportunity to go back and be oh no, wild dingo. No, that is what this is. It's not it right now, but it will be with time. I just have to build it.
Figure it out.
And if you're not scared to build, you can really do anything, but it does require intentionality, which is what I really see in you, like the way you are with your kids, the way you are with your spouse, the way you are in your work. There's a level of intentionality that I like about
Maybe a lot of intentionality.
Yeah.
I don't know that I've ever really thought about it that way.
Yeah.
Interesting.
All right, dude. Well, thanks for coming on. Part
Thanks for
2,
having me.
we'll talk about the fact
So
that you're an
follow-up.
only child. This guy's an only child.
I'm an only grandchild on both sides.
What? Man, I'm surprised you're not wearing a crown.
I have one on. I just hide it under the hat. It's actually a halo.
Oh, yes. That's why you're wearing white.
That's it. I've heard of Hales Angels before.
Hales Angels. All right, dude. Love you.
Thanks, man. Love you.